Good morning, students. It gives me great pleasure to talk to you students through video presentations like this as usual. Today we are going to discuss with the remaining concepts related to matrices. Okay, in the earlier video, I might have told you that any square matrix can be written as a sum of a symmetric matrix and a skew symmetric matrix uniquely. The proof I might have given you. Those who are interested, you please go back and check with matrices part 1. The proof is also given to you. We'll check with one of the problems over here. Okay, now express, okay, let us say 4, 10, 12, minus 2, 8, 6. Then of course here let us take 4, or let us say minus 4. Then 0, which is, let us say here I will take it as minus 6, as a sum of a symmetric matrix, and a skew symmetric matrix. I'll just recall, if I'm going to be given A, I'll take capital P is equal to half of A plus A transpose. I'll take capital Q is equal to half of A minus A transpose. I'll be able to prove P transpose equal to P and Q transpose equal to minus Q. P transpose equal to P will imply you P is symmetric. Q transpose equal to minus Q will imply you Q is Q symmetric, and their sum P and Q, P plus Q will definitely give you A. That's what I am supposed to do anyway. Okay, let me take, let A is equal to 4, 10, 12, minus 2, 8, 6, minus 4, 0, minus 6. Then let P is equal to half of A plus A transpose, which is half of, this is 4, 10, 12, minus 2, 8, 6, minus 4, 0, minus 6. Transpose means row becomes column, column becomes row. Therefore, I get it to be automatically here 4 minus 2 minus 4, 10, 8, 0, 12, 6 minus 6. Okay, 4 minus 2 minus 4, 10, 8, 0, 12. Okay, let it be. 4 plus 4 is 8, 10 minus 2 is 8, 12 minus 4 is 8, 10 minus 2 is 8, 8 plus 8 is anyway 16, this is anyway 6, this is anyway 8, this is anyway 6, this is minus 12. Division by 2 gives you 4, 4, 4, 4, 8, 3. Of course, you mean to say 4, 3, minus 6, let it be. Okay, now listen carefully. Let Q is equal to half of A minus A transpose. Just the space is very limited over here, therefore having minus sign here I am explaining. Okay, this is my A, this is my A transpose. Having minus sign, let me explain. 4 minus 4 is anyway 0. Then 10 plus 2 becomes 12. Then of course 12 plus 4 will become 16. Then minus 2 minus 10 will be minus 12. Then of course 8 minus 8 will be 0. Okay, let me take another pen, just 2 minutes. Then of course 6 minus 0 is anyway 6 over here. Then of course minus 4 minus 12 is minus 16. Then 0 minus 6 is minus 6. Then minus 6 plus 6 will be 0. Now for this will become automatically 0, anyway 6, 8, and of course minus 6, 0, 3. This is anyway minus 8, this is minus 3, 0. Here we see P transpose equal to P. You can check. Transpose the same as P implies P is symmetric. P is symmetric. And Q transpose you can check. This is nothing but minus Q. Q transpose equal to minus Q implies Q is skew symmetric. Q is skew symmetric. Okay. Q is skew symmetric. Okay, also let me check P plus Q. I don't have enough space over here, let me check. Okay, this is my P. 4 plus 0 is anyway 4. Okay, then 4 plus 6 is 10, it's correct. 4 plus 8 is 12, it's correct. 4 minus 6 minus 2 is correct. 8 plus 0 is 8, it's correct. 3 plus 3 is 6, let us say, it's correct. 4 minus 8 minus 4 is correct. 3 minus 3 is 0, it's correct. Minus 6 plus 0 is minus 6, therefore I am able to get it to be A. You can give the conclusion. Thus A is written as a sum of a symmetric matrix and a skew symmetric matrix. Let me repeat. I have to express this as sum of a symmetric matrix and a skew symmetric matrix. I assume this to be A. 4, 10, 12, minus 2, 8, 6, minus 4, 0, minus 6. I take P to be equal to half of A plus 8 run. This application I already told you. Now for 4, 10, 12, minus 2, 8, 6, minus 4, 0, minus 6 plus 4 minus 2 minus 4, 10, 8, 0 is the second row, 12, 6 minus 6. Addition gives you 8, 10 minus 2 is 8, 12 minus 4 is 8, minus 2 plus 10 is 8, 8 plus 8 is 16, 6 plus 0 is 6, minus 4 plus 12 is 8, 0 plus 6 is 6, minus 6 is minus 12. Division by 2 gives you 4, 4, 4, 4, 8, 3, 4, 3, minus 6. If we take the transpose, I'll get the same thing. Okay, I'll get the same thing. Therefore, I need to say P transpose equal to P, which is written over here. Now, I take Q equal to half of A minus A transpose. I have minus sign here and I'll do here itself. 4 minus 4 is 0. 10 plus 2 is 12. 12 plus 4 becomes 16. Minus 2 minus 10 is minus 12. 8 minus 8 is 0. 6 minus 0 is 6. Minus 4 minus 12 is minus 16. 0 minus 6 minus 6. Minus 6 plus 6 is 0. Now, for division by 2 gives you 0, 6, 8. Minus 6, 0, 3, minus 8, minus 3, 0. Now here P transpose equal to P, therefore P is symmetric. While you take this is, you can even check this first row, second column is negative of second row, first column. First row, third column is negative of third row, first column. Second row, third column is negative of third row, second column. Therefore Q transpose is minus Q, Q is symmetric. For addition, let me check. 4 plus 0 is 4, 4 plus 6 is 10. 4 plus 8 is 12, 4 minus 6 is minus 2, 8 plus 0 is 8, 3 plus 3 is 6, then 4 minus 8 is minus 4, then 3 minus 3 is 0, minus 6 plus 0 is minus 6. Therefore, I am able to get P plus Q is equal to A. Therefore, you can give the conclusion. Thus, A is written as sum of a symmetric matrix and a skew symmetric matrix. Thus, A is written as a sum of a symmetric matrix and a skew symmetric matrix. Okay, since I'm explaining the second time, it takes more time. It's done with two reasons. Okay, if there is any correction in my calculations, will be corrected immediately if I'm going to do it for the second time. If I do it for the second time, it's easier for you students to follow, even if it's you can go back and check anyway, but still, that's the reason why I'm doing everything twice. Okay, then there is one, you might be knowing that number 2 into 1 by 2 is 1. Number root 3 into 1 by root 3 is 1. 7, 1 by 7 to 1 by 7 is 1. 1 by 7 into 1 by 7 is 7, it's equal to 1. Therefore, that is called multiplicative inverse normal number theory. Similarly, for any non-singular matrix, you are supposed to recall the definition of non-singular matrix. Determinant value 0, determinant I am going to talk about anyway, it will come to you anyway, I'll explain such things anyway. Okay, for any non-singular matrix A, if I am able to identify another matrix the same order, whose product either way you write, if B is inverse, let's say AB equal to BA is equal to I is the identity matrix the same order, B is known as the inverse. Okay, before going into the inverse, we need to know certain concepts clearly. Just listen. Okay, in any square matrix, okay, minor of element Aij, is equal to value of the determinant obtained by removing the ith row and jth column. This is the definition. Of course, you'll be able to follow. This is determinant is quite astonishing for you, We haven't talked about determinant, but you'll be able to follow if you do step by step. Listen carefully. Then cofactor of Aij is equal to -1 raised to I plus j into minor of Aij. I repeat, I remove the ith row and jth column in any for the element Aij, and I will get the determinant. Value of that particular determinant will be nothing but the minor of the element Aij. Then cofactor of Aij is defined to be -1 raised to I plus j into minor of Aij. Now, if I do with the 2 by 2 matrix, it will be easier for you to follow. Okay, example. Okay, let me take 1, 2, -3, 7. Okay, just listen carefully. Minor of 1. What do I get? Remove first row, first column. I'll get simply 7. I have 1 by 1 determinant. It is anyway 7. Similarly, I'll get minor of 2. Remove the first row, second column. Okay, I mean to get -3. Okay, I'll get simply -3. Okay, then thirdly, minor of -3. Remove, of course, first column, second row, first column. I'll get 1 by 1 determinant, which is 2. Then similarly, minor of 7. Remove the second row, second column. I'll get 1. Okay, then cofactor of 1. -1 raised to 1 plus 1. What is the position here? First row, first column. And one more thing you should remember here is, if I plus j is even, minor cofactor are equal. If I plus j is odd, minor cofactor negative to each other. Therefore, remove the row and column, I'll get 7. It is exactly 7. Then similarly, cofactor of 2, which is -1 raised to 1 plus 2. The position here is first row, second column. Into, what do I get? This is, of course, remove the row and column, I'll get -3. This becomes anyway +3. Then similarly here we'll get cofactor of -3. This is -1 raised to 2 plus 1 into, remove the row and column, I'll get 2. This will become -2. Then similarly cofactor of 7, which is -1 raised to 2 plus 2 into, you will get it to be 1. This is exactly 1. Let me repeat the whole process. Minor of 1, remove first row, first column. I'll get 1 by 1 determinant. Therefore, minor of 1 is 7. Minor of 2, remove the first row, second column. I'll get simply -3. Minor of -3, remove the second row, first column. I'll get 2. Minor of 7, I'll get 1. But for cofactor, I'll get 7, but -1 raised to 1 plus 1 is even. Therefore, I'll get it to be 7. Now, for minor of 1, cofactor of 1, they are equal. When the power I plus j is even, minor cofactor will be equal. Similarly, cofactor of 2 will be negative of minor here, because the position here is -1 raised to 1 plus 2, which is odd. For minus of -3 becomes 3. Then similarly, cofactor of -3, remove the row and column, it will -1 raised to 2 plus 1. The power here is 2 plus 1, which is odd. Now it is reduced to similarly -2. And cofactor here is -1 raised to 2 plus 2, remove the row and column. Therefore, minor of 1 and cofactor 1, they both are equal. Minor of 7 and cofactor of 7, both are 1. But minor of 2 is -3, whereas cofactor 2 is +3. Then minor of -3 is +2, whereas cofactor of -3 is -2. This is how you should anyway remember. This is how you should anyway remember. Okay, therefore just recall, have it in mind, the real meaning of minor and cofactor. In the next video, we'll talk about the expansion of determinant, real meaning of determinant, etc. Thank you, students, for patient watching. In the above recording, in simplifying the values of half of n minus a transpose, I might have just shown you by having a minus sign in between them in a faster way, since the space is very limited in the board. But in your examination, you are supposed to take down all the elements of A, and you are supposed to take down all the elements of A transpose, put minus sign in between them, and show systematically how you get the subtraction over there. Similarly, the last step in finding P plus Q, take down and write the entries of P, and take down and write the entries of Q systematically, add P and Q, and then show it to be equal to A. you have to do in a systematic manner by writing down the elements and adding or subtracting wherever necessary in your examination paper. Since the space is limited, I have just explained by taking the scale and showing the corresponding entries for the addition, subtraction, etc. Thank you.